Hello everyone, welcome to another opportunity SEO case study. In this case study, I will explain a few new SEO suggestions. In every opportunity SEO case study, I give you simple, at least 3 and unique suggestions. I suggest you to check the Blue Hat SEO video playlist in my YouTube channel. And if you want to learn these things in the best way, I suggest you to join the Topical Authority course and the private community. If you don't understand some of the concepts that I'm using, even in the Blue Hat videos, which means very simple beginner level SEO videos, it means that you didn't read properly previous case studies or you didn't join to the course yet. So this is the project that actually I'm managing for the longest time. I will stop being active for it very soon. There are a few suggestions in this video. The first one is, if you don't have enough level of workforce, please in the SEO, do not focus on multiple different websites. If you are doing programmatic SEO, it's okay. But if you don't have enough level of developer resources and also the workforce for editing, publishing, designing, and also marketing, please focus on one resource as much as possible. This website here actually decreases publication frequency nearly over 80% after being active over 3 years, which means that actually it started to lose some of the queries. If you check my Blue Hat SEO video series, you will see a NASDAQ SEO video there. I explained this project maybe 1 year earlier, and if you merge this video with the previous one, you can actually see the previous data as well. Because here we increased the traffic like over 100% in 1 year, but we actually brought this website from 300 clicks a day to the 15,000 clicks a day. So this is one of the really good case studies, and maybe in the future I can add it to the Topical Authority course by explaining all these files. I didn't show them before. I will be blurring many sections here due to the NDA. But at least you can see the raw topical map. In the raw topical map, we just focus on certain type of entities. Then we add the attributes. Then we connect these entity attribute pairs to the queries. And then we start to connect it to our website. Once we have finished these connections, we start to form a process topical map. That's why in most ways, and I created this topical map methodology on the concept, but whenever I see a topical map related video or AI tool, most of the time they actually don't create a topical map. What they do is just creating for you a list of entities, list of keywords, or just a keyword cupid export. So I suggest you to try to learn these things in an advanced way. And if you are using the same or very similar topical map with your competitor, you won't be able to create a real difference. So if you understand these things, it's always better for you. So the first suggestion is, please focus on one website as much as possible and keep it active. And in this project, you see the 1 year differences, and this is the 16 months of the results, but even this actually comes from us. If you go to the previous video, you will see maybe the beginning of the project is a possibility. You see publication days here is very old. The second one is that always try to increase your publication frequency. And once you start to publish enough level of documents, you will need to go back and you will need to start relevance configuration. If you watch my 2023 Saigon speech from my course or maybe from SEO Master Summit recording archive, you will see that actually I explain the relevance configuration. You can realize that some of these documents actually are not cannibalizing with each other, but this node, which is a root, and this one here is just actually a regular node. And for a really long time, over 3 years, they didn't cannibalize with each other. But eventually, since there are new queries, new documents that are coming, they started to cannibalize before 6 months. It means that there are other type of problems in other documents, and you will need to go there and you will need to configure the relevance. And you will need to sharpen the context as much as possible. So you will need to keep this semantic content network always on. It's an always on process. That's why I'm telling that there is not that much automation after a point. You will need a real semantic SEO expert to understand this semantic search engine and give the proper reflexes. And this source here, it doesn't do that. And tomorrow, which is the Monday, I will be launching this Blue Hat SEO case study as an article. This is a finance project, and it explains how to reverse a negative ranking state, how you can start to analyze your new publications. This was a website that actually loses traffic over 16 months. And first time, I just published 12 articles for testing, and I will show you how these documents, despite they were losing actual rankings for the 16 months, how they started to appear for new queries, gaining new appearances just in the first 4 days. Let's say you publish your documents and you want some early signals to see how your launch or content network is actually working. You can subscribe to the SEO newsletter that we have. Probably you will be finding this link directly, and just subscribe that. Here you see actually the crawl stars. It directly hits to the 17, 18,000. This is one of the very good signals, but this website is older than 25 years. If you have a brand new domain, you won't see this type of a strong signal. So that's why you will need to be, let's say, doing a kind of comparative analysis, like maybe in this area. The second thing is that to be able to help search engine to understand your website, focus on HTML documents, increase your HTML hits, and you can see here that it is directly increasing while these are fixed. Only this one should be increasing. Try to make this 99%. Do not use more than 2-3 CSS files for an entire website. Do not leave any 404 behind. Remove them from the search engine's crawl agenda by redirecting them or by making them 410 or disallowing, but just remove it from the agenda, and do not show any non-content related or non-content JSS files to the search engine. And another part here, you will realize that after I publish the new documents, the old documents as well. The refresh means old documents are being crawled. Old documents also are being crawled more too, because new documents and old documents rankings are connected to each other. Once you increase your crawl quota, you are increasing the crawl quota for old documents too. But if your old documents are still as before and they are not quality, it's a problem for the new ones. That's why you have to update at least 80% of these update-losing websites as much as possible. Second suggestion in this case study is new query appearances. Check your query networks. And in this case, I have given a few examples here. Try to get all the interrogative terms, synonyms, and also new predicates, plural and singular forms of these words, and all of the lematizations as well. But especially when you do 7 days comparison, do not focus on clicks, focus on the impression increase as much as possible. And in this impression increase, you need to find these type of outliers. And once you increase your impression, if your average position is decreasing, it means that you are appearing for more queries. It's very positive. Here too, you see there's just actually 4 days difference mainly, and directly this is doubling, and the clicks are directly starting to increase as well, but average position is decreased. It's a positive thing, especially in the early beginning. If you keep seeing new queries are coming to your way, it's even more and more positive as well. I have added more examples to this case study here. You can see how the 16 months traffic or impressions are decreasing, then suddenly average position is dropped, but impressions are increasing as not happened before. This is actually starting off the negative ranking states reversal. Imagine that you are doing this at least 80% of the website for a very brief amount of time. While updating your existing pages, please try to pay attention to your backlinks and page rank following external sources, and try to use some similar anchor text phrases or relevance points so that you can keep getting that page rank also from the old documents as well. Again, you see similar samples. This one is different. This is a new document. You can realize that the new documents are not getting same attraction as the existing ones because first time this website is getting any ranking there. There is zero historical data there. Historical data here doesn't hit or affect here. And if you look at here, indexation didn't continue. For this type of pages, find them and internally increase the internal links for them as much as possible. If you follow more page rank for them, you will exceed the quality threshold and search engine will start to give you more chance as well. Try to check whether these new pages appear for any people also ask AI overviews or feature snippets. If they appear, it's positive. If they don't appear, you will need to continue to do the relevance configuration by playing with the micro semantics. In this one, there's a new document too. You see indexation is constant, continuous, and the levels or impressions are way higher. So it's successful, but this one actually needs further attention there. Another examples, 4 days comparison, impressions are nearly doubled, average position is decreased, which means positive again one more time. So I will keep adding some of these files by extending the topical maps as well. But as I said, this is the longest project, especially in the NASDAQ. Topical authority works. In this project, we didn't even use links. And one of the problems is that sometimes people ask me, what happened to this website from your case study? The problem is that we stopped working. And after 1 or 2 years, they are just getting it. And it's not the mistake of that specific company as well. There are lots of different type of agendas. And In this one, actually, we still keep working with the same client, but they want to focus on a different website. And this because they think that this one will keep always like that. And I usually find this relation very similar with the doctor-patient relation. Usually people don't listen to their doctors until they get cancer or until they get very sick. Once they are sick, they listen to doctor. Once they have the treatment completed successfully, again, they don't care about what doctor says. The same thing happens with the SEOs and the people who consult us. Once their website is losing rankings, they'll do whatever you say. Once they start to get money, everything is good over 3 years, then they start to think that, okay, we can focus on something else. So I just wanted to share this experience with you from every angle. And one more time, try to join to our course. The gates are still open, and try to join to our private or the public communities as well. We keep getting new video testimonials, so you can try to check these. And all these people have actually special places for me. Whenever I look at their faces, I always feel good and remember my memories. Very soon in Turkey, finally we arranged a venue, and I will be updating you about the Holistic SEO Summit in Istanbul as well very soon. See you later, and I hope I will be in the Kuşadası in the next video. Thank you so much.